It's a winter favorite for many, heading to your local ski hill for a day of skiing or snowboarding. But as we continue to experience climate change, could this eventually put a ski season in jeopardy? And how are ski hills going to adapt? First, it's important to define the difference between weather and climate. Weather is the short-term atmospheric conditions for a given time in a specific area, while climate is an aggregate of day-to-day weather conditions and weather extremes over a long period of time, usually at least 30 years. Essentially, climate's what you expect, weather's what you get. We know that Earth's climate has been changing. It's been doing so naturally due to variations in Earth's orbit, changes to sun intensity, shifting continents, and things like volcanic eruptions. However, most scientists agree that increased amounts of greenhouse gases in our atmosphere, such as fossil fuels, along with deforestation, is causing our planet to warm faster. Climate change is especially being noticed by ski hill operators in Atlantic Canada. I spoke to Ski Wentworth in Nova Scotia and Marble Mountain Resort in Newfoundland and Labrador about the impact of climate change on their hills.
So we're finding now December is coming in milder than it used to, so we're starting to get open a little bit later. So we just take advantage of any cold snaps that we have and pound out the snow. So that's been huge. We've been investing in our snowmaking yearly since Canada Games grades back in 2010.
So I would say that we're opening a little later in the season. It's also not allowing us to stay the longevity of the season.
Marble Mountain General Manager Richard Wells says the resort, located in Steadybrook, Newfoundland, faces unique challenges being only 21 feet above sea level, especially when it comes to snowmaking.
We need low to zero humidity levels, which obviously at an island in the Atlantic is almost non-existent. So it is an art and a science to develop, ongoing snowmaking infrastructure here. Obviously, we're at the mercy of the weather. And as you identified in recent years, global warming has not been kind to us.
Meanwhile, Ski Wentworth General Manager Leslie Wilson says the change in climate is leading to more extremes at the ski hill.
What we're finding is just more extreme. So it's not just a little 10 centimeter snowfall. We find that it comes in and boom, hits us with 40 centimeters and you get the high winds and the power goes out. And then you might get a big rainstorm the next day and it'll be, the temperatures will go way up and then drop way down. It just seems more extreme.
So, as our climate continues to change, what can these ski hills do to remain viable in the future? These two hills are looking to the off-season.
In short, we need to become a four-season resort. There's very few resorts, if any, in the world that make money off chairlift sales during 3-month timelines. So we recognize the need. We've had various discussions with our board of directors, and they also agree that we need to get to a four-season concept.
So hopefully by building on that fall season as well, that will help us into the future. And the summer, the mountain biking is not a big revenue source right now. But once we, as I said, hopefully get into accommodations and whatnot, and then people coming up for the weekend for a week to stay and experience northern Nova Scotia. So hopefully that's the idea, though. It's just kind of spreading out the season. And maybe in the summer we'll get into weddings and do all that sort of thing too in the near future. So we're kind of looking at basically stepping back and saying, okay, we've got this amazing facility here. We've got lots of parking. We have a lodge. We have food service. Let's use it year round.
The message is clear. Shorter skiing seasons with more man-made than natural snow are all but guaranteed. But watch for your favorite ski hill to start offering more activities outside of the winter months. I'm Allister Aalders for the SaltWire Network.